Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jolene Mujica. I'm the head of Trends and Tours at Windowswear. Welcome to Windowswear Live. Happy President's Day, happy Valentine's Day, and Lunar New Year, big weekend. Today we're going to take a look at some stories that are in our retail news. So thank you so much for joining us. As always, if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the chat or the comment section of either Zoom, all of our platforms that we're currently streaming on, which are Zoom, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and LinkedIn Live. Welcome. So let's go ahead and get started with some news over from Alber Elbaz, who has made a return to fashion with the AZ Factory. So he's marked his return with a personality-filled digital presentation during Paris Haute Couture Paris Fashion Week, offering what is called a digital entertainment take on luxury. Elbaz used his presentation to not only share his creations, but also the ethos of the company, which is smart fashion that cares, right? They're on a journey to design beautiful, purposeful, solution-driven fashions that work for everybody, according to Elbaz, head of creation of AZ Factory. And they are not only a lifestyle, right? They're a place to experiment and try new things. Now, the AZ Factory is a joint venture with Richemont, and it being pitched as a company built around the core ideas of respect, trust, and love in a particular focus, or with a particular focus on creating intimate and special consumer moments, right? With this in mind, Elbaz has showcased his debut collections with a spin on the traditional fashion show, less catwalk, more entertainment, complete with a presenter, a fitness segment, and behind-the-scenes production shots as well. Now, this is the first collection to drop and will be available in inclusive sizing, rather, from extra small to 4XL, with prices starting at 210 euros, right? According to the dresses, the My Body 2.0 will offer colorful engineered knitwear and leggings. These will all be available to pre-order. The inspiration for this product, or one of the products, switchwear, which will be available later on this spring, came from the desire to give the gift of time, right? From leisure wear to fabulous in under 1 minute, right? This will be a modular and playful collection featuring bodysuits, hoodies, and all kinds of other products made from recycled yarns. There are also going to be pajamas made from high-end silk that have both been designed for sleeping or dancing the night away. The first designs were made in collaboration with several artists and designers, and added that there were featured prints that reflect the emotions of our times and the wish to spread messages of hope, love, and togetherness. The AZ Factory has also produced something called pointy sneaks, which combine the comfort of a sneaker with an elongated visual effect of a pointy-toed pump heel. The performance-like sneakers have been constructed to offer support and protect the foot by absorbing impact and offering responsive cushioning to deliver better overall mobility. This will also be available for pre-ordering. And describing themselves, the AZ Factory, as a digital luxury house, they've also launched Alber and Amigos, the consumer membership program, which offers free express shipping to 20 countries worldwide, NFC-enabled product experiences and interactions, as well as access to the brand's latest news and invitations to special events, with a lot more surprises and perks to be added soon. Now, AZ Factory is currently available on their website, azfactory.com. They're also available on Farfetch, Net-a-Porter, starting at 210 euros. Switchwear and the Supertonic, Super Tech, Super Chic collection will be commercially available later this spring. Let's take a look at what's going on over at The RealReal. So The RealReal has opened a store in Brooklyn. They've opened a store in Brooklyn. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. So, luxury consignment retailer The RealReal has opened their third store in New York City, located in Cobble Hill, which is a very trendy shopping district in downtown Brooklyn. Takes up about 2,500 square feet of retail space at 163 Court Street, and the new store offers 2 luxury consignment offices, both men and women's inventory across ready-to-wear, handbags, shoes, accessories, as well as jewelry, watches, and home goods. Now, visitors can receive complimentary valuations from the Real experts, schedule in-person consignment appointments or curbside drop-off, same-day in-store pickup of online orders and services such as cleaning, repairs, and bespoke alterations. Now, the Brooklyn store, let's take a look at what that looks like inside. Here we can see the imagery. The Brooklyn store features thousands of unique items and more online that can be virtually shopped during an in-store visit. One-of-a-kind pieces curated for Brooklyn shoppers will be added daily, and brand highlights include Prada, Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Acne Studios, Chloe, and fine jewelry and watches from brands like Rolex, Cartier, Louis Vuitton, among others. Everything in the store is shoppable, including the furniture. Home and art designers will be included as well. Now, despite several retailers adapting a sort of digital first approach as a result of the pandemic, the Real said that their stores are integral to their overall strategy. This new Cobble Hill location is just the first of many new openings in 2021, as they plan to open up 10 new coming stores in this coming quarter. Stores boost our penetration in the market and drive supply, so brick and mortar is an important part of our strategic growth plan. This is according to Courtney Hawkins, who is the Real's Vice President of Retail. And stores also help the Real bring their brand to life, introducing new customers with an immersive experience and giving existing customers a physical touch point. They're also a good local neighborhood spot to shop in, and they can meet with experts and drop off consignment. The company's Senior Director of Retail and Experts, Dan Ocampo, added that brick and mortar spaces go beyond shopping and they really create an elevated experience as they connect consumers with experts who can inform them and guide them, right? And this expert guidance educates on resale value, which is a really important component when shopping for luxury consignment. Here's the outside of the new store. And the Real is really not alone with its move to Brooklyn, as demand for real estate is on the rise in Brooklyn. It's very new popular place to open new spaces, right? According to a report, the Brooklyn market is defining gloomy economic conditions with a competitive scene that continues to really push real estate prices much higher, right? While Manhattan prices may have dipped during the pandemic, the boroughs and this sort of urban sprawl that we're seeing is actually thriving and doing quite well. Rent figures have shown similar behaviors. Despite overall city rents dropping during the pandemic, Brooklyn prices have only gone down 0.7%, while Manhattan and Queens have dropped anywhere from 3.9 to almost 5.5% respectively, according to information from Curbed, right? One of the advantages of going into a market that we know the neighborhood is central for the buyers and consigners is that it's an ideal location because it's convenient to their existing base, and it's a prime shopping and dining destination for great foot traffic, which will help increase their exposure to local communities, right? Brooklyn shoppers also gravitate toward ready-to-wear, particularly compared to Manhattan shoppers, and therefore the store will stock casual and warm winter pieces at opening, and they'll see a stronger demand for casual and bohemian styles from their Gen Z shoppers and millennials in Brooklyn. So for the first time, they're featuring a dedicated vintage section in this specific store, which will include both vintage and vintage-inspired clothing and handbags from designers like Gucci, Dior, Issey Miyake, Missoni, etc. So this is a very new, exciting venture for the Real, and can't wait to see how that pays off. Let's take a look at what's going on over with Louis Vuitton. So Louis Vuitton has opened Le Café LV, Le Chocolat V in Tokyo after opening their first restaurant in Osaka. Louis Vuitton is now setting to launch a chocolate shop in Tokyo alongside their new cafe, Le Café LV, on the top floor of the 7-story Ginza Nabiki building in Tokyo. This was introduced with a vision to connect with Japanese audiences. Le Café LV and Le Chocolat V will both function as casual outlets that will be open for all. They'll serve chocolate imprinted with LV monograms in boxes of 4, 6, 4, 9, 16, or 125 pieces, alongside with coffee and a range of other snacks and goods. Now, commenting on the new venture, Louis Vuitton's chairman and CEO Michael Burke said, "A store is not just about objects and purchasing objects. The latter is a beneficial consequence of creating engagement, but it's not the objective, right? The objective is engaging with your client in every single city and every market, right? Also, more importantly, it's about creating an experience, right? How do you translate Louis Vuitton into food? You know, they've successfully translated trunks into fashion and trunks into accessories. So it's a creative exercise for the brand. And in addition to the cafe and the chocolate shop, the Louis Vuitton Tower in Ginza will also feature an exclusive boutique space complete with a VIP salon. It will open, or it's slated to open in mid-March of this year. And finally, over at Thom Browne has launched a children's fashion collection. So unveiling their first children's wear collection in a film during Paris Men's Fashion Week, Thom Browne's children's wear features the brand's signature style, including tailoring, knits, and footwear, which have all been miniaturized for the children's market. In a press release, the brand expressed that the essentials that define Thom Browne continue to be the basis for children's wear's collections, with uniform pieces from the main line now in miniature form, including their medium gray Super 120 wool twill suit, their Chesterfield overcoat with their velvet top collar, their classic cardigans with 4-bar, and white classic Oxford shirts that are synonymous with the Thom Browne brand. The collection's also complete with a Friday uniform, which are pieces such as navy Super 120 twill sport coats with golden buttons and university stripe armbands, shirts with round collars. The debut of the children's wear line was unveiled in a film with imagery by Cass Bird, in which the children are sitting at desks in front of typewriters with a notebook, apple, and milk by their sides. Each child showcases their personalities while wearing the uniform. Let's go ahead and take a look at that video so we can see just how exciting this new collection is for them. All right, the Tom Brown Children's Wear Collection for children from the ages of 2 to 12 years old is available now on Tom Brown, in Tom Brown stores globally and on their website, tombrown.com. All right, we are going to go ahead and take a look at some of our weekly projects. As always, if you are a Windows Wear member, please make sure that your profile is completely filled out and that you are uploading those projects so you can be featured on Windows Wear Live. Let's take a look at our first project. This is from Ava May for Laura Piana to herald in the spring and opening of their Ginza flagship. They have created hand-sculpted wisteria with rice paper flowers in cream, white and suitcase striped print, and with a flock trunk in the Laura Piana Kumel color. The tree is alive with small origami birds and moving in the sky. And the moving sky in the video installation behind. So let's get a close-up look of that. There we have Ava May's work for Laura Piana. Beautiful. All right, and then let's take a look at what's going on over with Arsenal. So as you can see, we have shifted from winter and we're now moving into spring. Thank goodness. Spring can't come quick enough. So Arsenal New York has worked with Michael Kors on their global spring rollout. Let's see that one up close. Fantastic work by Arsenal New York and Michael Kors. All right, and finally, let's take a look on over at Quattrobi. So Quattrobi Lighting was worked with Enrico Coveri to build a beautiful light presentation in their store. So this particular Enrico Coveri store is in Milan. Nice work. Thank you so much to those Windows Wear members for sharing their projects with us. And always, as always, if you are not a Windows Wear member, you can sign up at windowswear.com. Please make sure that your profile is completely filled out and that you are uploading those projects so that you can be featured on windowswear.com and Windows Wear Live. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon for our Monday edition of Windows Wear Live. Next Monday, we will be doing a trend report on monochromatic design. So please join us for that next Monday, and we will see you next week.